staggered squats, or I call them pantyhose squats, and you'll see why. So I'll start with my right foot forward, left foot tapped very slightly behind. I don't want it far back, I want it fairly close to my right heel, and I'll explain why in a moment. My hands are going to slide down my right leg as I sit back, reaching the hips back until I get a nice stretch and load at the back of the leg, push through the right heel, squeeze the buttocks all the way fully to the top. Now I'll explain why do I have that left foot close by. You can see the angle if you peek. If I'm far back, I'm still going to sit back slightly, but it's more thigh. If I get my toes close behind, now I really have to sit back, and it's a lot more loading and exploding through the glute. Much more applicable to a squat, sitting into a chair, and coming up. I love the hand slide cue because it really forces a lot of people, it's worked with a lot of clients to force them to sit back into the hip, as opposed to, and this is what not to do, staying upright, loading the knee, arching the back, and loading your joints, versus here, where I'm springy and light and strong, loading the thighs, loading the core, hips especially, and able to lift my left foot. So sliding the hands down and sliding them up. Taking off pantyhose, that's why I call them pantyhose squat, pulling them back on, or very tall socks. You can also add dumbbells. If you do, those dumbbells do the same thing. They slide down either side of the leg and push up, and then you feel it a whole lot more. Get that full hip extension at the top. Squeeze that glute all the way at the top. Sandwich the leg, push through the right heel, squeeze the glute. I'm very light on my left toes. Barely using them. They're just a kickstand for support. Last one. And let's do the other side. Always good to start with no weights for the first set. Warm it up. Left foot is forward, right toes tapped slightly behind, very close. Sandwich the left leg. As you sit back into that left hip, push through the left heel, squeeze the glute. Full extension at the top. Note that my back is not changing shape throughout the exercise. It's really staying neutral and following the hips. Changing shape, I mean rounding or arching. It's staying neutral as the hip reaches back, hip squeezes, pushes forward. The hips lead, hips reach back, hips push forward. Okay, you can add the dumbbells. And when you do these on your own, you would do more sets than just in this video, but it's always good to talk form. Loading in the left heel, push through the left heel, squeeze that left glute. Sandwich the legs, left heel, left glute. Left hip reaches back, push through that left heel, left glute, squeeze. Left hip reaches back, push through that heel, left glute, squeeze. Yay!